Welcome. You've got dads.
Right, we do have dads. We have many dads. We have dads to pick a date on. Okay. Let's see, who are we gonna go with? Oh, I should probably do an introduction. Hey, Mike, stop moving. Okay, I am Nico, and we are back with more Dream Daddy, a daddy dating sim, because that name is awesome. So far, it's been a blast, and we have checked out Craig, Matt, Brian, and Damien. Before we ran out of time, because I actually ran over time on my stream last night. That's weird. Alright, I'm just making sure it wasn't doing something funky with my my audio right there. Anyway, I got a little distracted. We are going to go with Robert, Hugo, and Joseph for their first dates. Now, I'm a little curious about something. I know you have 3 dates with each dad. I'm just gonna go with the Matt route to see what happens if I do that. Because, me being me, and the storyteller that I am, I would rather have different dads, like, make different dads to hook up with different people. Because that's just me. I have a story in my head, and this is how it's going. You guys have to go along with that ride. So, I think we're gonna go with Hugo. Let's check out Hugo's profile. Alright, Hugo's profile. Hugo Vega. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on the 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. You are on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash. I know, and I'm sorry. Wow, his kid's a shit. Ernest is special. He just needs some love, though. Anyway, on a Friday night, you are most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. Miniatures? What kind of miniatures, though, Hugo? Are you a D&D player? Curiosity. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. I've never read that. What are your turn-ons, Muscle? Amen. Yeah. Alright, what did you want to be when you grew up? A movie star. He's got the looks for it. What's your favorite movie genre? Documentaries on art history. I gotta disagree with him there. I find those incredibly drab and dull. But that's just because I really don't enjoy art history. I like learning about art history. I don't like listening to people talk about art history. Does that make sense? Whatever. What is your ideal date? Let's adjust our mic a little bit here. Alright. Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in a comfortable silence. I can get down with that. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. I actually forget I left them at home a lot. I can't see without mine, so yeah. I spend a lot of time thinking about. I worry that people are gonna who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. I like e-readers. I think they are a fantastic invention by mankind. Although, still nothing compares to the smell of a book. It's the smell of the book that's amazing. But let's go ahead and get this date going. Always do your best at everything. What you do when you don't have to do it will determine something. That was a long one. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I wait a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me. I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones is sick. Is there any possible way that you could come to replace them? Uh-oh. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids, and that I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school, arguably the worst age to be at. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how was middle school for you?
Oh.
Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being Generally terrible. I liked middle school, but I wasn't a little shit when I was in middle school.
Oh.
Everyone sucked. No self-awareness. It's just a bunch of normal, hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40 plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day. Top 40 pop. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? Actually, that's a good point. I actually don't remember it. It was so long ago. We probably rode dinosaurs to class and bartered for lunch with tiny skulls of animals we had slain. You probably walked uphill both ways in the slope too, huh? And we liked it. See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was a clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They just gave us square pizza at the clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you don't eat clam chowder anymore?
Whoa.
No, it's because Bobby Wilton threw up in one of the vats of clam chowder. I'm the only one who saw it happen. Oh my god, it haunts me. Right. Let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use that help. Plus, you need to hang out with a cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. What, are you worried a whale's gonna pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't put fear in my heart. Well, they do have penguins there. Yes, they have penguins there.
Alright.
Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of the ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me an address. I grab my keys, kiss Amanda on the forehead before I hand out. I arrive at the aquarium to find the school buses have beat me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo!
I don't know.
It's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming. As I'm sure you know is the case with all middle school students. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar.
Oh.
Great. Well, you and me are chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over there. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who all sit on the ground playing with their phones, not kicking each other like some of the other groups. So we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All the kids look up for a moment and stare at Hugo. Then they go back to texting. At least they're quiet? Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school after all. Theo! Theo! Theo, you know better. You have a child. You know better.
Ah.
We'll see. The class starts filing into the aquarium and Hugo hands out a mass of staple papers to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you cannot borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet?
Hey.
Honestly, it's just busy work so that the teachers can have a moment of reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes and think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does aquarium have to do with books? We just did a unit on the old man in the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
Oh.
It gives us time to check out the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor pretending to do their assignments while texting, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish along with long spines.
Hey!
That right there is a lionfish. Do you know their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Whoa.
Hey!
Their spines are venomous too. Nature is hardcore.
Yes!
You think that's bad? You should take a look at the one over there. Hugo points at a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out the bottom of the tank.
Hey!
That is a stonefish, the most venomous fish. Venom? That's not a word. The most venomous fish in the world. And they just like keep it here. Oh, they're relatively harmless as long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them?
Oh!
Tissue necrosis. Cool. Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel an overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the American longfish, Bruno wigglyfish, humphead wrasse. There you go with the middle.
Oh!
Yeah? Did you know that? Paranormal fish trivia. Psychiatric fish, political fish trivia. This is the only species of fish known to develop clinical depression.
Oh!
Wait, are you serious? Absolutely not. I'm playing for the gag here. Ha! Good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in the massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfie with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk the room. God, why can I not read this sentence? I walk the room reading tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside the enclosures. After a while, I look around to see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium with childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow.
Ah!
I woke over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? Are those two sharks kissing? No, Theo. One's eating the other. Well. I'm glad I picked that one. We stand together for a moment admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank, keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plan those horseshoe crabs have for their well-moisturized hands. Hugo rolls up his sleeves and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, Theo? Oh, I think I'm good. I think I should stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Oh, come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get where when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me in my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have all had their barbs removed. The horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See, not bad. That's not so bad. It feels like fun slimy leather. What the hell does that even mean, me? Things are a lot less scary when you get to learn more about them, right? I dive my hand back into the water tank, back into the touch tank with renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke some urchins and feel hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just get a little carried away sometime. Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious. Why is that?
Oh.
Aren't backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. What the Susan? Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Wanna tell me what's in that bag? Textbooks? Wanna tell me what's really in that bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl, and I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink, yeah. I had a bud go down for that once. He came out a changed man. He said he missed the bars. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do.
Oh.
Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. What the fuck did this kid steal? We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move.
What?
Hugo leans down. A fucking horseshoe crab, really? Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee scoops it up and swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back in the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where he's gonna die?
I don't know.
Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, in your hands where we can see him. Susan skulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder.
Oh.
Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, I see a variety of smaller tanks. Sea urchins, tiny fish, and rainbow or beautiful underwater plants life surround us. A rainbow of beautiful plant life, okay. Look over there. Hugo points at some seahorses gathered at the bottom of the tank. One of them is in the middle giving birth. That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur of students as they jump back on their phones. Fun fact, male seahorses can give birth and then be pregnant in the same day. Man, we thought we had it hard.
Oh.
I wonder if they had to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. However many thousands of them. You know, it seems, you seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Oh.
It's not really my specialty, but I do make it a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about things that we don't understand in our everyday lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think that you'll ever be able to grow as change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. Finally, we make our way over to the part of the tour. To my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Did we get to see the penguins?
Ah.
Yes, we get to see the penguins. Oh yes. Our group of kids run around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, the teachers, chaperones, students all seem to be having a great time. What was I worried about? This isn't too bad.
Sweet Manchego.
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Wait, just kidding, this is very bad. Is it one of ours? Most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over the top of the enclosure to see a kid crouching behind a rock. He's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over the side of the enclosure, I see the door exit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around. I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs towards the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, I have an announcement. The whole room turns around towards Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everyone stares at Hugo confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst, hey! The girl whips around and look at me, her nose pink from the cold. You can't be in here! Neither can you! I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot, so I can understand some of the confusion when we are discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Where are they gonna go? They're gonna live in my closet. Look, I just don't even have time to argue with you about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save a penguin.
I don't know.
Little known fact about penguins is that penguins only live in cold climates. That is not true. With some exceptions, now that they don't all live in cold climates, you can be splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. We're gonna try to relate to her. I think back to a time I released all the filter mites from the pet store. It was a disaster. I was 6, but it was a disaster. Molly, you know, life can be cruel. Money, give it to me. Give me money. I will give you 20 right now if you just leave with me. Molly thinks about it for a second. Okay, well, give it to me right now. I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well, I have 12 and some change. There's a button in here is that enough? Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal. We moved to shake on our arrangement before I realized that there's a wave of penguins on the way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds. Oh no! Oh no!
Block that bird.
Fucking kid! What? How do I block the bird? What? I bounced the fucking penguin out? Stay back, you little shits. Back, I say! Back, penguins! This is animal cruelty. I feel terrible for this.
Drive that team.
Ah. Mission complete. I let one penguin get by. I bounced that thing out. Dad tip number 36. Trust no one. Woo! I'm glad that's over. Just in time. Dude, looks like Hugo's cracking up his distractionary penguin speech. And that's why I think penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap for the sense of duty there, since we don't have that noise in the game. That awkward clapping. Everyone starts to disperse. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over.
Meh.
Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega! You realize that the penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was a thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8.
Whoa.
What? I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan. I suppose now so that they can compare animal death notes.
Oh.
You're not off the hook, Molly.
Ah.
Theo, did you just bribe a child? I'm going with funny because I'm not actually trying to romance him right now, but yeah. You can't play by the rules when there are penguins on the line. I bribed a child. I bribed a child. I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, we're going with this. Listen, man. We've all done dark things in our lives, and I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back. Let's just get through the day and get out of here. The day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered into through the gift shop, and we make our way back to the school bus. As we leave the aquarium, the kids load on the bus. Hugo pulls me aside. Hey, Theo, thanks so much for helping me out today. You're a lifesaver. No problem. It's actually kind of fun. Let me take you out next time to make it up for you. You like cheese boards? I love cheese boards. Well, great. I gotta go make sure these kids don't steal anything else. See you around. I walk inside to find an empty house. I'm wondering where Panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops through the front door. What you up to tonight? That was me. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin. We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw.
Yeah.
You got into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the vigilant effort of myself and Mr. Vega. And that awesome cat shirt I'm wearing. It was nice to get to spend some time with Hugo, though.
Oh.
Surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud? He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm going to rest my eyes.
Eh?
You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You learn when you become a father. And we have other things happening if she becomes a father, but that's beside the point. Mustache. How do I get points for mustache? How do I get points for mustache? Tell me, game. Tell me. How do I get points for that? Okay, 1 second though, because like my nose is giving a fit right now. I do so hope I'm not getting sick. That's going to severely limit what sort of games I can play.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, so we have Robert and Joseph. We're gonna go with Robert next. And after that, we're actually gonna get serious with Matt, because, yeah, he's dreamy. Alright, Joseph. Robert Small. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it'll use this information against us, right? Okay, on a Friday night, you're most likely to make a deal with an alleyway. Have it go badly. Who's the cop? Is this what is Guy Como? I trusted Guy Como. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A gun? What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? A thrifter. Goddamn hiccups, Jesus. That's an indigestion. That is the jambalaya talking. What is your favorite movie genre? Italian neo-realism. What's your ideal date? Grave robbing. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. I spend a lot of time thinking about. Have you ever really looked into a rabid animal's eyes? No, I can't say I have. When lifting weights, you have your health. Now it's time. I can't read the rest of that. Robert was pretty nice. A little odd, but nice. Ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type a message to him on Dadbook. Hey, Robert. Good seeing you again at the cookout. Want to grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds, hoping he'll message me back. Hey! It says he read my message. I anxiously wait for a response. I watch cat videos on the internet. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos. Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I'd been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Robert pops into my head. I jump back over to Dad Book to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. I might as well make the best of my day. I get up and walk to the living room, sit down and turn on the TV. History Channel. Ooh, Naked and Afraid. Catching the deadliest ancient aliens is on. I'm so cold. So scared. At this rate, I don't think we're ever gonna catch these aliens by daily 50. I'm having trouble following this. Ancient astronaut theorists predict that being naked makes you 10 times more likely to find ancient aliens. Some suggest that aliens are fascinated with the human physique, most notably the butt. Okay, I'm back in. I lose several hours of whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for good old Chef Jones to cook up a gourmet delicacy. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Make a sandwich, microwave some eggs, mustard jar. Mustard jar? We're making a sandwich, that just sounds disgusting. I make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? Sandwich, a lost art. I remind my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. God damn it, man! No! I look around and remember that the man is not home. This is still good. 5-second rule, right? I reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles off the floor and putting them back where they belong, in my mouth. Wait, I'm a wreck. I finish my snack and walk around the house for some more. Bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop. That should hang off the door. I should bring it up to the living room. Could really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. Spend a couple of minutes poking around a new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam! I take a leap for the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam! It's your chance to the dance at the Space Jam. I pull up from the three-point line, breaking ankles, sinking across, and sink a fadeaway. And I almost forgot the rest of the words to this song. There are no other words to that song, really. It's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright. The no look behind the back hood shot, everybody's on their feet. Something's Space Jam. See, I told you. I managed to barely defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. Then we cook dinner together. We're proud of ourselves for not even coming to close to burning the house down. Afterwards, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream from over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament. What?
What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with brown sugar and demi-glaze with a cream fried cheese, of course.
This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just then my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over the computer and check Dad Book. It's a message from Robert. You up? What are you doing? What does this mean? Maybe I should read it like him. You up? WYD. What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. Just chilling. I type back, Amanda deletes the G and hit send. It'll make you look cooler. A couple of moments pass by, and another message pops up.
Yeah.
Wanna grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out. I know what it means, Amanda, but it's kinda late. Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You're trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Ugh, fine. I type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jack? Where did I get Jack from? At Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait there for me. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night.
Oh. Hey.
Ah. Huh.
I just realized that I didn't read any of that, so you guys get to get the joy of the fact that I didn't read any of that. Yep, that's a thing. That's a thing that just happened. Actually, out of curiosity, can I go back? Yeah, we're gonna reload that because I didn't actually read any of that. I stopped to clear my sinuses. I didn't read any of it. I walk into the bar to see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert in the back of the bar and I wave hi as I walked over. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy.
Hey.
Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary? Oh no. I brought Mary along. Figured we'd need a drinking buddy. Ah man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me.
Come on.
Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just here to have a drink. Yeah, speaking of, it's time for the first rounds. What are you having?
Ah.
And as I was saying the first time I did this, when you guys couldn't hear me, Robert likes whiskey. We remember this from the first time we met Robert, and I just realized Robert has some pretty nice chest hair happening there. Anyway, distraction aside, and my sinuses aside, we're going whiskey straight up. A dad after my own heart, huh? Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going.
Hey.
Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knocked back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on.
Oh.
Let's get marching. What?
Huh.
The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, all right. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So, where are we headed?
Hey.
Irish. We're drinking. It's an Irish pub. Good pun on whiskey. A good pun is the whiskey of to my heart.
Ugh.
It's a dad joke, lady. Puns are the lowest form of humor. Theo, try harder. Ouch, am I gonna be the butt of jokes all night?
Oh.
Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second.
Hey. Hey. Hmm. Hey. Ah. Hmm.
Hey. Mm-hmm. Hey.
Hmm.
I.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Uh? Hmm. Ugh.
Oh. Oh. Hmm. Hey. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm having a bad day streaming this. We're gonna have to start this damn thing over again. Thank God for autosaves. My sinuses are kicking my ass. Maybe I should just call it for the night. I mean, it is already 40-something minutes in. Hold on, again. Sorry, it's like that feeling when you're getting a cold and it's just in the back of your throat and it's just constantly there. And it's making me have to clear my sinuses. And this is just, it's not leading to a conducive game of me playing this game. So yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna edit this. I did screw this up quite a bit. I could just stop with the... No, we're not gonna do that. You know what? This is a live stream. You guys are getting what I'm giving you. So yeah, any large breaks there where there's no me talking, it's because I didn't realize the mute button was on. And from this point on, any loud noises you hear that sound like me clearing my sinuses is literally me clearing my sinuses because I don't want to turn the mute button on and forget it's there. So yeah, we walk into Irish I Was Drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? We're having whiskey again. Let's do it. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey, and we post up at Gary's green booth. Mary slides in and sidles up to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we? Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly.
Hey.
That'll put hair on your chest. You truly are the paragon of grace and beauty.
Ah.
Mary grabs my drink from me and sips on it.
Hey.
Hey!
Ah.
Theo, be a dear and get us another round, will ya?
Hey.
I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks with from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen a guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and passed out the drinks. So Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies into the table. Let's try this again. So Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies into the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot the little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with this baggie, and I'm about to tell her, when all of a sudden she starts to freak out on me. "You're ruining the bake sale," she says. "I should have been president of the PTA. Your roots are bad, blah, blah, blah." So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was gonna be fine. They both erupted in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped.
Give it a rest.
Mary looks directly at me. "Do you smoke weed?" "What?" "You know, the devil's lettuce." Hey. I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now, one ablaze. We're going with Are You With The Feds because that's what I picked before I muted myself. When I was muted. I worked hard for what I have, and no 2 Bitcoiner boys gonna. Let's actually do this with a different voice. I worked hard for what I have, and no 2 Bitcoiner boys gonna drop a dime on me. So you go and you take it, take what you're pushing elsewhere, and I'll keep running my business the way I want to run it. What? Remember, you came at the king. It's best not to miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Robert giggles helplessly.
Hey.
I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor. Fine.
Hey.
We sit around sipping our drinks. People watching crack jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Did you get the next round? You trying to ditch me, pal? I know. Because if you're trying to diss me, you can just tell me to scram. I clicked off the screen, my bad. No, it's fine. Theo wants to be wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. I read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Go with God. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger looking guy at the bar.
Hey.
She grows on you. Does she? Does she though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she's definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I gestured to her across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at the young man, the young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. Aw, man. You know, I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry. I got a pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you? You know what? Robert orders a couple of more rounds. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? Okay, this is where I was. So it wasn't that far back. It's about 2 minutes worth of dialogue, more likely. No, more than 2 minutes. Somewhere around 5, but still. Not that bad. There's only one way to look cool here. I grab a shot closest to me and I down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it out. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's cool. He probably hates small talk. So how are things? I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people, and it isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think that they're afraid of silence, or they're afraid of what the other person is gonna think if they're of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence drinking whiskey. Oh, all right. Robert and I sit in silence drinking whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar, patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer, Mary giving a hard sell to that young man. The young man pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends. Maybe the silence is sometimes nice. So, you ever kill a man? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch the life dream out of somebody's eyes. It's not just their life, you know. Their hopes, their dreams draining away. Every memory and experience they've ever had, gone. No? Great, me either. Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you, relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom, and I assume crawled out the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up out of the booth and shoulders his jacket. Let's roll! Sorry, whiskey, inside voices.
Hey.
Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother Mary's gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists he's not his birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Patron. Happy birthday, Mr. Patron. How about you get a girl a drink, sailor? I like Mary in her own way. We make our way out of the bar. I just realized their names are Mary and Joseph. That's hilarious to me on a different level than it probably is to you. As Nico will reveal a little secret about Nico's life, my parents' names happen to be Mary and Joseph. Yep. That's a thing. And that is all you're getting out of me. Anyway, We make our way out of the bar and back across the street, back into the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. I follow Robert through the street lamp until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store, and it looks like it's been closed for years. Finally, a liquor store.
Hey.
Wait here, I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles and a brown paper bag. Hands one to me. Cheers. We sit on the curb and drink. He motions for me to do the same. It's really not where I was expecting the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel? What? Nothing, I just wasn't expecting it. It's delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. I start to say something and think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier, and I stop. I sip my wine and watch the cars drive by. Let's throw rocks at shit. What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. It dings and echoes through the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock. Back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done. I got a problem with authority. I got a problem with authority! I hurl the rock at the sign and it sails over the top right to the window. Oh my god! Leaving a crack. Oh boy. Dude, run! I leap up and dart to the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. These are the friends you warn your kids about. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window, I am no longer culpable from this heinous crime. I stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing off the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly my stomach growls. Oh man, I'm starving.
Oh.
Let's get a pizza. I can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. I just need to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads piece of pizza. Ta-da! I see a few exhausting-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas out of the oven. My stomach rumbles again. We go to the counter ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of a Hawaiian-style pizza? Oh wait. Theo, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Alright. I am actually okay with pineapple on pizza. It's not my choice. Preference. I'm a vanilla, straight up pepperoni and cheese kind of girl. But I have no problem with the pineapple on the pizza if it's with ham, because every Thanksgiving we eat ham with pineapple on it. So what's the difference? You think of these things. We wait a few minutes for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice of paper on a paper plate, so saturated with grease I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizza outside and wander the alleys as we eat. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple truly is the best pizza topping. Now that I can't agree with. You said it. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear a noise coming out a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in you? Yep. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. It's a movie theater? Oh my god! We just snuck into the movies. I am down with this. Shh. Don't you shh me so loud. Shh. We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of the movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look into the audience, surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for a few rows of teenagers in the front row. They look annoyed when they noticed us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater. I follow him. We settle in with our wine, trying to make sense of the movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man's frantically trying to get through New York to find a woman when he's finally realized fell in love with her. Kiss already! There's nobody to kiss. You just want them to kiss. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah! The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down! Oh damn, that's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's son. Ernest! Hey Ernest, I know you! It's me! Your neighbor! Hi! Ernest turns back around embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. You kissed anyone yet? Turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way to a tiny island near New York to profess his love to a woman who for some reason he knew he would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said they had. But I think there was more subtext that I'm missing here. Ooh! Love is dead! Shut up! It's beautiful! No, you shut up! Ernest crumbles and the credits start to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film and you're gonna sit here and appreciate them. Okay. Look at that! Elizabeth Shelton! She worked real hard! I bet she did lots of, good wardrobe design! Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience! And Peter Anders, catering, fed a bunch of people so they would have the energy to do their job! What a guy! We let the credits roll and Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over, he makes sure no animals were harmed in the making of the film, and we leave the theater. Oh, Robert's fun. I like this guy. We stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Hey, assholes! Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. My knee! What the hell? Ernest and friends are sitting in the alleyway blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you throw a rock at my knee? This is my good knee. My orthopedist is gonna be pissed. Ernest tosses another rock up and down his hands. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theater going experience and now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now and movies got really expensive. Ernest hucks another rock at my knee and I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before the physical activity and I'm gonna feel super sore in the morning. We ruined it for you. That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back! That was a beautiful love story with genuine acting. You call that acting? What a classist mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? What?
Huh?
Have you ever seen Michael Powell, the Master of Life and Death in 1946? He's easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man. No, you listen. That popcorn ass dribble the mass media is shoving down your throat will only make you dumb and sadder. You of all people should strive for a high standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway for Christ's sakes. Oh no, now you've done it! Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. Ah! I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward and kicks me as hard as he can in the knee. Fuck my knee!
How dare you?
Robert gets between Ernest and myself it's as if he's seeing red. Fuck, my fucking knee hurts.
Oh, it's my friend.
Alright, buddy. Talk like a punk, get hit like a punk. Robert squares up in a boxer stance. Queensberry rule, 3-minute round, 1-minute rest in between, no blows from fish hooks, J jabs or high blows. What?
Excuse me?
And don't even think about pulling a legal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points. You will have to designate a second if you're unable to fill your role as your main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he's had like he's enough useful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you die. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensberry. We just gonna go. Ernest and his friends wearily back away. Robert calls after them. Queensberry Association will hear about this and consume better content. Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Are you actually about to fight that kid? Are you kidding me? I would never hit a child. That would be despicable. You throw rules at them enough, they always belt. Nobody wants to be a Queensberry sanctioned throwdown. I know some of the Queensberry rules. I'm pretty sure that those aren't all of them. But full disclosure, I made half of that up. Wow.
Oh.
See, you don't even have to know the rules. You just have to make them up. Come on, let's get out of here. Alright, add some water. I'm doing a better job of unmuting myself this time. Robert and I cooled down a bit as we walked back into the neighborhood. I'm so sorry, I really get into the art of filmmaking when I drink. It's okay, I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, there's so much to show you. Have you ever seen Sam Fuller? I haven't. Fuller is cash. I don't really know which one to thank him for. Thanks for the adventure. And we're going with thanks for the adventure. Adventure's all I got, buddy. Robert throws an arm around my shoulder and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep. This was an interesting night. I liked it. Smile forms on his cheek over her sight.
Oh boy.
Let's hang again soon, eh? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert clasped me on the shoulder.
Oh boy.
Night, bud. Robert heads back inside. I stumble on my way back to my house. When changing a tire, make sure to tighten the bolts in the starfish pattern. Oh, we were just filled with bad ideas. S-rank dates. Where did your pants go, Robert? Tell me. Where'd my pants go? I have to remember that's his voice. Robert's voice is where'd my pants go? Alright, whatever. I'm having fun.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, I think I have enough time to do Joseph, and then I have to leave. I am so enjoying this game, man. Oh, seriously. I feel like I just keep saying this over and over again, and despite my fuck up with the mics earlier, if you have watching play this game and you find it adorable, go buy it. Go support this. Support them so they can make more games like this, because let's give you straight with you guys, I haven't even finished this game, and I'm dying to see a version with moms. Come on. Let's make it happen. Make it happen. Alright. Anyway. Joseph's turn it is. Joseph Christensen. This is, it's quite the name. And also, I just realized how awkward all of his children's names are in response to this name. Christensen, Christina Christensen. It's just, man, it's just too many Christensens happening. Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running, living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in the church, you can catch me out on the open water, setting sail in the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. On a Friday night, you are most likely to lead the community in a fun mixer. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? My 6th string. What do you turn on as your loving wife? My loving wife. What did you want to be when you grew up? A ship captain. That explains the anger on his back. What was your favorite movie genre? Feel-good movies. What's your ideal date? A lovely night on the town with my wife. What do you never leave home without? A good book. I spend a lot of time thinking about how I can be a better man, husband, and father. But why does that sound like utter bullshit? Well, let's go. You always have a time for a beer with your buds, and I agree. I do always have time for a bud with my friends. This family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y. A light smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Should I pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Yeah! Amanda knows how many times have I told you to not sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk to him, just message him. But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Khakis? First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference.
Ugh.
You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, it's just like this.
Aww.
Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for inviting me to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out with you soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this.
Huh.
Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like to, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. The smiley's a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response. What'd he say? Hi, Theo. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today. We'd love to have you over. It'd be a blast, so let me know. Joseph. It wasn't so bad. He used a lot of exclamation points. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with a tilde. That is a good point. I'm concerned about that too. Okay. I'm willing to let it slide this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun, Theo. Oh my god. Great! Come by at the house as soon as you're ready. We'll be here. Well, I guess I'm doing this. Save a brownie for me? Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore? Amanda stares at me unblinking. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real tough thought, Pops.
Aww.
And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. Oh man, this blows. I actually think I really am getting sick. This tingling in the back of my nose is terrible. Alright. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Theo. What if they hang up a bunch of crosses or collect the little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? What do they pray before dinner, during dinner, over the porcelain babies? The door begins to creak open and the shadowy figure emerges from the other side. Who's there? Theo? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? Hey! Hey, I think it's Christian. It's Chris. My bad, kid. I'm sorry, okay? You all have the same name. I'm sorry. I apologize. Chris, right. Ha. I'm Theo. I know what your name is. Oh yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, Please don't say it. Jesus. I said it. Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad... Before I finish, Chris walks away into an adjacent room, leaving me at the front door in the open doorway. Home. This is a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph peeks his head from around the corner. Theo, you made it! Theo, you made it! Joseph approaches with his arms wide. I'm so glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake? I am not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Good one.
That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in baking assistants. Come on in!
Yeah.
Joseph leads me to a bright, spacious home filled with nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I was imagining at all. It's actually pretty charming.
Oh.
I believe you met Chris, who left you outside.
Yeah.
Chris?
Oh.
Are you going to apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try making contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. No, I think he just really hates his family. It's alright. Next time, try to be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. Chris just likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world, plus being the eldest in a big family can't be easy. We try to cut him a little slack whenever we can. Ah, and here are the twins. They're going to eat my soul. Christian, Christy, say hello to Theo. Hello, Father. Hello, Theo. Kids, come on, dial back the creepy twin stick. Creepy twin stick? Stick? Oh, I'm so gonna egg them on. Can you two say, come play with us, Danny? Oh no. The twins stare up unblinking in unison. Come play with us, Danny. Oh, the horror nerd in me loves these children so much and is so terrified by them. This is it. This is my Dad World series. Okay, now say, please help us, Mothra. Please help us, Mothra.
Yeah.
No, I can't take it. Joseph is trying his best not to break in front of his kids. The twins seem to be catching on and look eagerly to bust their dad. But can we keep it up? I don't know if this is right, but I'll know by the time I click it. We're going with creepy. Now say, they all float down here. They all float down here, Father. Joseph can't take it anymore. Despite his quiet protestations, he laughs pretty hard into his hand. The kids giggle with him. The twins, obviously pleased with the new arsenal of spooky weapons, they leave the room to terrorize the rest of the community. My work is done. I'm gonna be hearing those lines for weeks. Next time we hang out, I'll try to teach them all the lines from the thing. Alright, looks like we've got a bit of troublemaking on our hands. Of a troublemaker on our hands. You think you can out trouble for a career pro? I don't know about that. Did he just say Lawrence of Arabia? I suddenly interrupted by the loud crash from the kitchen. What now? That doesn't sound good. Christy? No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph runs into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half the father of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves. He's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on this surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. There's a couple of cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little bit different. And a third cross. Unifying design aesthetic. Smart choice. There's also a brass thing here. Looks like some sort of sailor would use to navigate. They're called sextants. Sex. Well, you have this many kids, things are bound to end up on the floor, no matter how hard you try to keep it clean. I spot a terrifying cloth doll that appears to have both arms pulled off several times. It's been stitched back together. The tag says, C and C, of course. I set that down on the spot sound and spot a houseplant. Hey, little guy. Keep being you, tiny houseplant. I spot one last thing on the floor next to the houseplant. It's a silver necklace. Wow, this looks expensive for something casually tossed on the floor. If there's a story here, it's none of my business. Bookshelf. It's pretty neat, sturdy, it's pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? There's a big stack of what looks like travel magazines. Hyenas of Serengeti, the underwater mysteries of the Antarctic. On and on. It seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure, unless that's his Mary's thing. Who knows? Next to him is a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard, the Bible for teens. He's a cool youth minister after all. On the higher shelf, there's a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson's Sex Detective. I think I want to read that. The 8th installment in... Wait, it's a series. Now I know I want to read them. It's been a while, I guess. I should go to the kitchen and see what's up. I walk into the kitchen to find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than when she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph. The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separate. Where's Christian?
Hey.
He ran off. Christy dips a spoon into the brownie batter to give it a taste. Dad is too sweet. You're too sweet. Oh my god. No, I'm not. You're so sweet, we might have to water you down with spiders. No, not spiders. Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between laughing and squirming, I don't know if he got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. I don't know. Between the laughing and squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl's locked in place. The man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with the best puppy dog eyes. Save me from the spiders! Renegade option. Spoon duel with the... Let's go. I grab a wooden spoon and point it in Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast! Okay, Theo the Valiant, let's see what you've got. You may have defeated me in Tarantula Ridge, but now I have the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christy behind him. Have you come to squash me, knight, or merely fall into my web? I'm no mere fly, Spider King. Now on guard! And for a few minutes or so, Joseph and I mock duel with the two dumbest looking spoons in the room. I actually strike the killing blow and an invisible heart between his arms and his body. Joseph recoils in horror.
Oh, cracker.
Last! I am defeated. You could never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste from the brownie batter. The magic. Oh man, that's way too sweet.
Oh.
Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero! Christy hugs my leg and before making a surprisingly fast exit. Hey, wait. Do you want to break brownies with us? Christy hesitates and shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony. Sparkle Pony. Joseph looks confused.
Oh.
You don't want to bake with Dad now? You want to play with Sparkle Pony? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, go. And she's gone. Before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy is out the door and down the hall. Ahead. Joseph sighs and deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, his face twisting.
Oh.
And that's still way too sweet. So, what made that crash?
Oh.
Egg beater on the linoleum floor.
Ooh.
It's my new techno single. I still haven't thought of a woof. Something on the screen scared me. I moved my mouse and it looked like a bug. It's my new techno single. I haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking at the batter. It's got a sickly sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout. I have a feeling Christy had something to do with this. We need a fresh start. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but... Don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions in them that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter, so they'll probably be fine. Probably.
Nice.
Yeah, probably. Certainly looks confident. Alright, Theo. You've baked a cake from the box before. Once. How hard can it be? Now grab a spoon and let's get to rock. Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set to work cracking eggs, mixing things together, and then pouring in things according to how we assumed the back of the box would have told us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies.
Oh.
Woo! Wait. Joseph has a little dot of batter on his nose. Wow, Theo, you way to use those dad skills. I bet you've baked a few box misses in your time. His nose. Joseph,
Oh.
all we have to do is bring these things to the bake sale and Viola. Duty done. Ahem.
Oh.
Now help me find Christy, and you keep your eye out for that pony Sparkle. A pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still.
Hmm.
What? Come in position and got it.
Hey.
Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing?
Yeah.
Thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've flicked the battery off my finger. It's really good battery.
Yeah.
We should find Christy.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes, we should. Do that, Theo. Joseph quickly composes himself. Alright, she can't be far. You take the Delta position, and I'll watch her 6. Do you even know what that means?
Yeah.
Alpha Tango Sparkle. Roger, roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car.
Yeah.
Joseph and Christy and I arrive at the church parking lot. A lot to find fold-out tables and a pop-out tent set up. It looks like the bake sale's already in full swing.
Ooh.
Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling around. Must be a value pack. If you count the city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies! Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom.
Aye.
She's down on the other row of tables helping out the other group. Want to go over there and I tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast? Yeah, I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age, I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yep, great days to deal with.
Hey.
While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arranged all of our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods? Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say anything. I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually?
Yeah.
Joseph shrugs and he eats a brownie. Looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks and little handmade crafts and other sweets. Whoa, someone brought a soft serve ice cream machine. I gesture to it. How are we supposed to compete with that? Please, this isn't my first time to the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo.
Oh.
There's actually no rodeo here, just bake sale.
Oh.
I think you and I put together together can make one pretty convincing argument about these brownies, don't you think? We high five. If you bake it, they will come.
Hey.
Hey, it's two of my favorite people in this game. It's not long before we have our first customers. Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmenista. Glad to see you guys out here. Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, the owner is the proprietor of the coffee shop, of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods. I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans closer to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say use a box recipe. Don't say use a box recipe. We improvise. We just let the baking spirits move through me, you know? A little bit of flour here, a pinch of salt there. Work of it. Sort of like an interpretive dance, but cooking. Interpretive cooking, yes. You can never make the same thing twice. Every batch is special. There will never be another batch of brownies that the exact flavor sensation these right here we have right here. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, man.
Hey.
All right. We'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. We ring them up and high five. I ring them up and high five Joseph on our happy customers walking away. See, not so hard. Yeah, I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually, another family faces pop up. Theo! It's Brian.
Hey.
Close enough.
Huh.
Can we interest you two in our fine sweets and treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. Oh, we all know where this is going. I bet I could eat 11 brownies. They used to call me Brian Hollow Legs Harden back when I was in the competitive circuit. You think you could go brownie for brownie with me? 12 brownies. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. Let's say threats of competitive eating for another time, shan't we? Brian and I stare each other down. Ah, you're right. I'll just take one for myself and one for Daisy here. Coming right up, you excite the youth group movie? You excited for youth group movie night, Daisy? Yeah. Oh man, my sinuses are driving me crazy. Yeah, what's the movie? It's a surprise. Discipline's closer to me. It's the Fast and the Furious. Ooh, really?
Yeah.
If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a bag of Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly the superior part of the brownie typography. Thanks, Joseph. Our 2 customers walk off with the purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock. These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for the new paint job, the church pews, in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them. Young Steinbeck. I would have gone for young man at the sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in minstrel terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems to like a lot of work.
Yeah.
It is, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but...
Oh.
You ever wish you could just drop out and go lounge on the beach somewhere in the tropics? Drink fruity blended beverages and fall asleep on a hammock? You know, basically live like a Jimmy Buffett song. Joseph, I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville.
Oh.
One day, my friend, I have lost Joseph's voice, so I'm just not even gonna try anymore. One day we'll be on that island, Tom. We make a couple more sales before to some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly, and then off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig. That's gonna be a hard one. Craig!
Right.
He's gonna be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself to see if he has a result to refuse processed sugar. Are you sure you're ready for this one? We go way back. I got this. His kids are adorable. And the twins aren't totally identical. I mean, they are face-wise, but they have different features. Anyway, Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They each finished ice cream cone, so it's unlikely we're gonna sell them on a brownie too. Probably won't be able to sell the baby. He's impossible to read. All comes down to Craig. Hey, bros.
Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad.
Would you be interested in some of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. We're gonna go with the memory. I don't know if this is gonna work. Hey Craig, remember when we were freshmen? Remember how our next door neighbors pranked us by switching our laundry detergent with dish soap and how the washing machine exploded with suds? And then we decided to get back at them by baking brownies for them and sprinkling intensely hot sauce into the mix when we watched them cry after eating it? Ha! I feel bad for having to clip. But we had to clean up the laundry room all ourselves. Anyway, these brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get one more for old time's sakes.
I don't know.
Craig thinks about it for a second. Well, the girls just won a game. You know what? We'll take one for each of us. Even River.
Oh.
I'll eat hers. You've got yourself a deal. You can feed River one. How old's River? She looks like she's about 6 months. A little bit of brownie won't kill her. She's fine. I mean, she'll be ruined for the rest of her life, but she'd be fine. When the day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell, everyone starts packing it up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in just Joseph's folding chair. Box mix, huh?
Come on.
Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here. Oh, hi, honey. Oh, apparently I found his voice again. Yup, they're selling like hotcakes, they actually just brownie. Cute. And boring and safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes dart over to me. What's the rookie even doing here? I was just hoping to introduce Theo to the rest of the town.
Ah.
Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What?
Ah.
Weird folk, that's all. Holier than thou types.
Hey.
Don't you think, Theo?
Yeah.
Mary.
Give it a rest, buddy.
Let the kid answer the question. I'll be honest, they do seem nice. They all seem really excited to help out the church. That's pretty cool, I guess. Mary, can we talk about this later?
Ugh.
Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond. He's trying his hardest to keep his cool. Can we please talk about this later? Sure thing, honey bear.
Ah.
Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Question mark? Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. I hand over the cash we made. It feels like a hefty wad. If I may say so myself. Thanks. Now give me your wallet. What? Give me your wallet. You think this church is just gonna fix itself? Mary. I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretend to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Ooh. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. Theo ... I'm really sorry about that. Are you okay? She really likes pushing your buttons, huh? Joseph shrugs. No marriage is perfect. Ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christy nods off in a moment. Joseph straps her into the car seat.
Oh.
I drop Joseph out and send him off at his house. The yard, a small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I might finally be crashing from all the sugar. I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also happy to eat brownies. Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a little less free labor. And I'm sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really. I know, but first time hangout domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me. Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun, I promise. I smile. I'd like that. Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling wrap brownie to the window. Through the window, it hits me in the face, but I am able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But, bye! Joseph walks up to his home, waving at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, it looks like it's just you and me, Brownie. Save the brownie. I pocket the brownie. This might be handy down the road.
Oh.
I step inside to find Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, Father Unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to care for. How's the homework? It's really fun and educational. Really?
Yeah.
How long have you known me for? Right.
Mm.
So how was the bake sale? Good. I think we really could have made a good life. I really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
So what?
Mm.
Were there any extra brownies, or did you maybe sneak one? Or I think for a moment I realized I still have one brownie. Have the brownie that Joseph gave me. It's probably be better in someone else's stomach than mine. Heads up.
Huh?
Wait! I hurl the brownie towards Amanda and it hits the wall behind her and falls on the ground. Nice throw. She scoops it up and smiles at me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pops. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, you would be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark.
Huh?
He did. I sit down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. That tip, always bring war chest. Date complete. How did we do? Hey, I've gotten an S rank date. I don't really understand how they score these, but it's fun. I like this.
Welcome. You've got dads.
And with that, I actually have to call it for the evening, for the time being. I've made good progress in this game. I'm at about 1 hour and 44 minutes. Of course, like about 15 to 20 minutes of that is me repeating things that I already did because I fucked up. But what can you do? Live streaming, right? Anyway, if you're watching on Twitch and you like what you've seen, give me a follow. We're doing great. I'm working towards 60, almost there, and then on to 70. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe. And if you're watching on VidMe, the same thing. So until next time, remember to save often. You'll live longer, and may you have all the dreams of the sexy dads that you could want. Peace.